and welcome to another DDLC mod. Today we are playing the mod Sayori as an adult. Now this mod, basically you're playing as MC waking up from a coma after being in a coma for 7 years, and things have changed. This game obviously takes place after the events of the original game. Basically, like I said, you play as MC who wakes up after being in a coma for 7 years, and stuff has changed behind on school and all that stuff. Theory looks like she's fully matured. I played this game back in May, did a let's play on it, didn't get a lot of feedback, didn't like the comments, so I said I'm going to sort of scrap it into execution redux. I thought since I got everything working on my computer again, I will decide to play this game as well, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go. Enter my name is T-O-N, here we go. I slowly open my eyes. In the hospital. Where am I? What is this place? This doesn't look like the club room. This looks like some sort of hospital room. The last thing I remember was suddenly flashes come back to me. Sayori, what the hell? This can't be real. Sayori, jeez. I tried to scream, but I was able to let tube stuck down my throat, nothing my gargling nose came out. This, however, attracted the attention of nursery overall, brought me back to reality. After some discussion, they moved the fiend tube, but still left the branch of Emma lying. Suddenly, they gave me something which calmed me down, but at the same time made me feel a bit cloudy. My body ached all over, but it was a dull, manageable ache. Colton, you have a visitor. A visitor? Let them in. I hope it's someone I knew. Sayori, Colton, you're finally awake. Huh? Who was this person? I'm sorry, miss, but do I know you? It's me, Sayori, remember? That name. Sayori, you're alive? You look so different, but then I was struck that her face probably realized, yes, it was definitely my childhood friend. I barely recognized her without her red bow. How long have I been out? Colton, it's been 7 years. 7 years. But what happened? The last thing I remember that I went up to your room the day of the festival. You didn't answer when I called your name, so I gently opened the door. The last thing I saw you was, you don't remember what happened after that? You cut me down from the ceiling and took us both to the hospital. You managed to get to the hospital gate before you ran into a car. You hit your head and lost consciousness. You saved my life by cutting me down. Excuse me, I came to in a few days, but you though, you've been like this all this time. I suddenly get a splitting headache. I try to stand and remember, but nothing just come to mind. Instead, what came into a series of images. The last thing I remember was, Yuri laying on the floor covered in blood. Natsuki had a broken neck. Finally, there was a pair of emerald green eyes in the dark room. All throughout the sense of terror, I was trapped in a nightmare. Colton, is something wrong? There's voice coming down. Oh, nothing, just a headache for a bit. So what did the doctor say about me? I think they were saying something, but I was out of time. They're going to keep you here and keep monitoring you. But if you get better over the next few weeks, they'll discharge you. Here's hoping I recover as quickly as possible. The next few days went by a blur. There was a huge laboratory test practicing in physical therapy. Sayori popped in from time to time, but she could never stay for long. I didn't seem to have any lasting neurological effects. Thankfully, I recovered much faster than I thought. I was discharged for 2 weeks after the last time I returned to the hospital. Before I left the room, I was told I needed to come back for bi-weekly appointments and weekly therapy sessions. Sayori! Sorry I couldn't drop by more often. I was busy. It's alright. Sayori had often let me stay with her a few moments until I get back to my feet, which I accept. To be fair, I really didn't know what other options I had. I technically never graduated high school yet, and I didn't have any savings. So are you ready? Yep, let's go. We ended up back at her place. You fell into the same place, huh? Yeah. Why though? What do you mean? Why stay here all this time? Are you really asking me that question? I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave where you were. I mean, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Oh, Sayori aside. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not ready to behave. I'm sorry you worried so much. Sayori glares at me angrily. What on earth are you apologizing for? All you did was rescue me. The only reason you ended up like this is because I've been so selfish. Sayori quiets down. I glance around the house. It seems familiar, but the times have been very strange. Everything was far more intense than the place I remember. Are you feeling better now? Well, yeah, I don't feel like that anymore. I never tried anything like that again. Good. Oh, well, that's good. I tried to smile. So what about everyone? What happened to Natsuki and Yuri? I had a very clear emotion of them dying, but I didn't expect anyone to drop by the hospital even though they never did. Oh. The club? Yeah, the literature club. Colton and I left the club after what happened to you. We all kind of drifted apart after what happened. I didn't really stay in contact with any of them after that. I haven't even talked to them in years. I but I think both of them moved out of here after graduating. You abandoned the club once you weren't there anymore. Well, I couldn't continue with just 3 people, plus it never really mattered to me. Yeah. Wait, did you say 3 people? Was someone else there? Didn't we have 5 members total? 5? Yeah, 5 could have sworn we had a total of 5 members. Sayori looks at me confused. Yeah, they're forgetting Monica. No, there was just 4 of us, including you. Oh, hello! A brief image of a girl with grand nose flashed before me, vanishing. Right. You were the president, right? Well, yeah. Honestly, I haven't thought about the club in ages. Yeah, I can understand that. But it's like the last thing I remembered. Yeah, I guess that would be important for you. So what do you want to do now? Can we go eat outside? The doctor said you could eat out soon. I have been nothing but hospital food for 2 weeks. 7 years, technically. Well, okay then. Ooh. Sayori changed and drove us to a local fast food restaurant she knew of. It surprised me that she only had guns. She not only got her license, but also had her own vehicle, but then again, a lot of time has passed. I'd never seen this spectacle restaurant before. Some of the employees seemed to recognize Sayori though. My teacher, come here often? No, I used to work part-time a couple years back. Our food arrives at a short was full of my food, there was less break from the plainness used to otherwise. So what now, huh? I mean, I didn't graduate high school, did I? I grown. I don't have to go ahead the rest of the school year, do I? I don't think so. If we talk to my understanding, give you a diploma anyway. Hopefully, I keep munching on the food. Anyway, you're going to need a change of clothes and stuff. We should get into that. Sorry, I've been bringing me some new clothes for a while, but I needed a few more. I've grown a few inches, and I wasn't very comfortable in my new body. You want to go to the old park first? The old one? Yeah, sure, I guess. We head towards the park. It looked very different from how I remember it. The 2 of us sit down on the bench. The old baseball field was gone and replaced by a tennis court. The music's cold. I remember the one time Sayori and I were in grade school and Sayori tried a softball team. She was holding a baseball and I was pitching the ball and suddenly slipped out of her hands. It flew in her hands and hit me on the head. It didn't hurt too much, but I was kind of teary. This made Sayori feel really guilty. She started crying, so I think I went to my forehead and tried to comfort her. She did end up doing it from quite time. That's good. I don't remember why that was. Something on your mind? They were smiling right now. Yeah, I just remember something. I looked at the teenager shooting hoops in the nearby basketball court. That would have been me in just a few days back in memory, but 7 years has already passed. I didn't even recognize. Oh yeah, half of the people who start. Sayori was technically earning money based on the state of her house. Right now she was an adult, and I was a kid. It was strange to reverse her roles. To be fair, Sayori they'd look after me quite a bit. But right now it occurred to me that Sayori knew I was gone, and my mom was still wrapped around school, the club, not to get you or the other things rather than there to members of Sayori. I had no idea who her friends now were. Hey, sorry, is it really alright if I can live near your house? Yeah, you can stay as long as you need. Yay! Won't your boyfriend have a problem with that? Huh? What do you mean? I live alone up until now. Oh, I just thought, but I do have a boyfriend though, even though he's kind of a ditz. Oh well, he's right here. Didn't you forget the promise she made that day? Oh, I remember, of course, because it was just a few days back. But my eyes teared up, realized I still remember the truth. Sayori slides closer to me. That is, if you still want to be with me, yes. I can understand if you want to leave when you're back up on your feet. I don't have a problem helping you start because it's all my fault. You must hate me though. I put my fingers on her lips. Sayori, listen to me. When I woke up, do you know the first thing that flashed through my mind was the image of you in the room the day of the festival, and I thought you were dead. It was the worst thing that could have happened. And I'm just happy beyond belief knowing that you're here. I don't really remember anything of what Sayori described of what happened to Founder even now. When I strained through my mind, there was emerald eyes. That's all that matters. I don't care if I lost 7 years, as long as I get in the rest of my life with you by my side, I'm happy. Sayori starts tearing up. So from my point of view, this is a happy ending. Sayori smiles. Not an ending, silly. This is just a beginning. Yeah, I thought I gazed into Sayori's eyes. This was just a beginning. Our beginning. After we done spending time at the park, we head towards the mall. As we were moving through the crowd, I reached Sayori's hand. Cole, is this really complete? She frowned slightly, turned her head a bit. Yeah, there's a pole. Staff for the pole. Don't get me wrong, there's still great stuff, but all the ways from members of the she was had been dead for quite a while. I let go of her hand and she input mine into my pocket. Sayori seems angry for her, I shrug it off. I sort of realized what's wrong with a couple of holding hands. I'm not really sure whether I should go reach out of her hand again, but we get to the head and not before I can make another move. Well, let's get you a new phone first. Yay! I looked at the apps on my phone. Social media was still a thing. There are some people that wanted to look up but couldn't wait until now. It's time to get some new clothes. That looks like Route 21. As the Sarah changed by from one while we were shoving aside the bullets, my old friends would go. All I got was a count of the looks and because she was tired of whatever there. Last time we Sarah started catching up like crazy stuff and she was free. If she was drinking something, she was spread out of her nose. Now I couldn't even get a giggle out of her. Eventually I was forced to escalate my antics. This resulted in one of the floors coming over tell us to tone it down. If she snuffed it out of her and irritated. Wow, that's stuck up, huh? Sherry frowns at me. Stuck up, stop acting like a teenager. You're embarrassing both of us. I sighed and toned it down. However, clothes shopping was born especially if it was for me. It was about as fun as going to shop with your mom. I like clothes shopping. I like going to get my own clothes. But again, I guess Sarah's mature without me. I mean, I can probably go ahead and put the mature as fast as I can, I guess. I didn't want to continually smooch off Sayori after all. And I couldn't let her exceed too much by it. By looking for the clothes was so boring. It was honestly have over 15 minutes of it all, but Sarah keeps security for my clothes. I began spending more on the phone looking at the clothes. So what do you think of this? It's great, cool. You're not even paying attention, Colton. I just got the phone. How you're already practically glued to it. Before I can throw that Sarah takes the phone out of my hand. Hey, you're on the internet and what's this? Nazi social media page? Yeah. I know the last thing you remember was 6 years back or something. Yeah. They were the last people that saw the 40X, so I sort of have a connection with them. I was just curious to see what they might have ended up. And what? Well, did you find anything about either of them? Well, I searched here and all I said was a bunch of different kind of your out. I was just talking about certain years on social media accounts is what to make some time to find it. It was easy to find Nazis though. Oh, take a look at this. Who is it? Nachiki. We're gonna save. Wow, she looks completely different compared to how she looks like in school. She seems a lot happier. Do you find anything else about her? Yeah. Apparently she moved out of the country is now pursuing an engineer degree in college. Oh, really? Yeah, I was shocked too. I thought she was starting her own bakery or even manga artist. You know, giving her like for baking and manga. Colton, those were hobbies. It doesn't mean she was going to go ahead and get a job out of them. Well, she did have a point there. It seems like everybody grown up and moved on. Everyone but me, that is. A strange hollowness found my way into the throat. No. So, did you want to send her a message? I started right when I stopped halfway through. Why? Well, I mean, I'm sure how do we even begin? Hey, this is Colton. Remember me? I was the guy who put in the phone 7 years after you were in high school. I mean, she probably has her own life now. She must have her own job, leave friends, and all that. You must haven't been in contact with her, right? No, not at all, actually. So is it right to disturb her? She's probably forgotten all about me. So why not just leave it like that? I looked around the store, Natsuki and Yuri. I've only known them for a few days during my life, during my time at the Literature Club, even now they seem to have fixed themselves and permanently in my memory. Flashback. In my mind, I saw the eyes of wandering through the various stores we moved, as we would have done 7 years ago. I saw the fights and big Korean furniture, but like any illusion, it shattered quickly. I rubbed the nostalgia from my eyes. Those days were gone, and they were never coming back. In my case, they only existed. I would never get a chance to go back to those days. Hey Colton, are you alright, huh? Oh yeah, I'm okay. Let's just get this over with. I didn't end up sending a message instead. I just deleted and put the phone in my pocket. It could wait, at least for now. We paid for the clothes once we were done. It took way longer than we would have liked. The store appeared to be closing as the crowd was sending it around us. So what now? Well, usually on nights like this, I go to a spot just to relax. Really? Yeah, there's a river a few miles down from the park. Do you want to go there tonight? Yeah, sure, I guess. We arrived within a few minutes. Hey, did you know there was a story about this area? A story? Well, it's more of an urban legend that started a few years back, I think. They say that there's a ghost that haunts this place. A ghost? Yeah, a ghost. Or at least some people claim to see. The ghost of a girl, that is. I don't believe in any of it, of course, but I thought it was a cool story. I scratched my chin. There weren't a lot of urban legends where we live, but I never heard this one, so it's probably new. To be honest, it sounded like a sort of the way I tell stories which are trying to scare you. I could imagine screaming and jumping out of a bush. I had plotted the scheme in my head within a few seconds. Granted that the feeling was such appropriate to do. I was sure Sayori would earlier just be mad at me, but she was right. She'd be pretty mad. Not even treat this stream. As a matter of fact, even her reaction earlier seems to be appropriate. So instead, we just walked around the park. Granted, it was quite romantic, even with many people there. I remember how earlier I hesitated the whole Sayori scene before. Was this the right time? Before I could do Siani out in the alley. Wow, it's been a long day. Yeah, I put my hand back in my pocket. So let's go home then. Yeah. Sayori headed back towards the car. As I left the place at the corner of my eye, I saw a strange shimmer over the surface of her. Monica! I saw a strange figure floating over the water for a second. It seemed to be looking like straight at me. I turned around and rubbed my eyes, but when I looked at it, the shady figure disappeared. I shredded off and walked back towards the car. I don't tell Sayori about what I saw on the drive back home. I wasn't even sure if I had a gross superior. Accidentally, I wandered into Sierra's bedroom after dinner, freaking flip around with first sleep. Oh, did you need something? Oh, no, it's fine. I glanced around as the start where it was like before. There's something that caught my eye. A straight up law preparation book. Are you a lawyer, Sayori? I had an openly but job to keep measuring the kid for the conversation teacher or something. No! I was preparing for exam, but I sort of couldn't follow through with it. Oh. Is that hard, huh? Well, yeah, it took me 2 years to get through to this. But anyway, the school I wanted to give was quite far from here and I didn't want to take it. Ah, I think I forgot to tell you. I'm a kindergarten teacher. A teacher? Oh, how? Well, I guess that confirms it. No wonder she keep mentioning the kids. Well, good night then. Is that it? I might as well say I've been in trouble for falling asleep. For once, this was a new bed for me, even about Sayori. She had given up the part of the care for me, and to think she was on her way to be a lawyer. And now it's Mr. High School dropout. It's not your fault, brother. I mean, the first there was not so good can be engineers. On top of that, I kept searching the woman up the lake. I stayed like this for a long time, staring at the darkness that I drift off. Uh-oh. I had a strange dream last night. I went around wandering my old school, except it was a nightmare. I kept shouting and over looking for someone, but for the love of me, couldn't remember the name. Finally, I managed to find him in the corridor. What is this place? There was no room like this back at the school. Strangely, felt familiar. However, this place was completely empty. There weren't even desks or chairs around. I shouted the name again and again, hoping for a response. But there was no answer. No matter how many times I repeated the name, no one responded. I opened my eyes painfully. I felt so asleep, probably nodded off last night. I didn't wake up. It's time for school. But Mom, I don't want to go to school today. Okay. Hey, this is CEO or your girlfriend. You totally have to get ready. We have to talk about getting your graduation certificate. Just leaving this day for Billy. Hold on, are you going too? Yeah. Don't you worry. Don't you have work or us or our school running kindergarten too? I'm not going to work. I told them I wanted a few days off to deal with this happening. Now get ready. Even after I just lay down in my bed for 5 minutes, needless to say, I'm really tired. I take a moment to consider the fact that she already steps up and wakes me up. There's only the rope getting able to finally get us ready. It was strange to get back to school. Granted, the weird dream had been quite understood. In the meantime, my memory, reality. It seemed so familiar, but at the same time, I was rather obvious for the change. There was a new tennis court, horses, smells like good here. There weren't any kids around. They just come between classes. We headed to the principal's office, which wasn't somewhere I do regularly. Later, the office of receptionist. Two of us sat down. Hello there. I frowned. Wait, are you new principal? Last time I remember the principal had been an old woman. Yep. But all the cool kids here call me Principal Sensei. Okay, I have 2 questions. First of all, was this principal a weave? I voiced my second question. Not to be rude, but you realize Principal Sensei means principal, teacher, and pretty redundant, right? Maybe, but the sure kids get it. Also, aren't you kind of young to be a principal? Colton, you can't ask stuff like that. No, it's alright. I mean, people who ask, I'm kind of young for this job, but it means I just have more energy to do stuff. Okay then. I shrugged. This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. So anyway, I do all sorts of little situations I would love to help. I mean, technically speaking, where you're still enrolled with us, which means you're one of our students, of course, like any of our students we have to be any kid. Thanks, Principal Sensei. So I think you'd be glad to know we have a program where you can help post on this degrees for certain students. Don't you need kind of I don't know, debt for that? Well, yeah, sort of. So the thing is, it was given the circumstances of the condition. And I see you were gone and you finished a bit quiet to file your coursework. I can't guarantee anything right now, but I try my best to make it easy work. There's something else, but we need Principal Sensei. Very stop encouragement to use that simple name. I whisper. What is it? Well, Goran's going to be applying for college soon, so you could use a copy of trade skills for recommendations around it. Well, the thing is, most teachers taught aren't here anymore. Your old science teacher is on maternity leave, and the others have retired or transferred to the schools. I mean, I could write one of course, but the thing is I have actually been around when Colton was here, so I don't know how much my word would count. But I would still be happy to put a word in regards. What major have you thought taking? I haven't really thought about it. That's fine. I think you're excellent to handle for years around career counselor, right? If you want to, you can drop by and have a way with our career counselor. I mean, normally that's reserved for our own students, but I think it'll be fine where you go there. Well, thanks. I don't think we do something strikes me. You know, thanks for offering that, but I think I'll take a visit there. Great to know. I'll contact you in a few days and tell you what happened. As registrar for counselor yourself. Not to worry, we can find our way ourselves. Thanks for all that help. No problem. What's up with that? You don't really have to take career counseling. When I was here, I would all go to work like 5 minutes for students before stuff in college too. It's okay, your major is undeclared for now. We you kind of have a lot of stuff to do in case you have to start by the DMV, getting your permanent license, and obligation starting rate. You have to wait for your transcripts to arrive a week and get ahead and start, plus we haven't even bought all the stuff you need yet. I know that, I just want to take a look around the old place for a while. Well, okay, if you really want to. However, the real reason I want to stay behind was something I wanted to confirm. I never wait till the end of the familiar corridor. Was there another room beyond here? Oh, I don't think so. Neither do I. But I had this word dream last night there was an empty room around here. The bell rang. Well, if you don't really want to see the counselor, we should really get a move on. The hallways were getting crowded soon, so we headed back to the school room to leave room. That was the club room, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. You remember better than I will. It's been ages since I last been there. Yeah. As we were really walking towards the exit, bumped into someone. Hello, you must be Colton, right? Yes. Oh, I'm the career counselor here. Principal Sensei told me all about you. But you didn't show up, so I guess you were lost. Yeah, sort of. Well, the problem is come on in. She went inside and I guess I was in her office. It wasn't hard to say no right now, just in case you're positively. Okay, fine, I'll wait for you outside. Try to make it quick, would you? Alright. Man, that was a lot of info. I walked to the school game, found she was staring with the orange fellow out of pissed off. What's wrong with you? It's been over an hour. Yeah, I know. Look at the things she started talking and didn't stop. She didn't even give me a little. She even gave me a little testing of the day. After that, she started making tea. Did you know she was the principal? She and Principal Sensei are dating. I have the word Principal Sensei so many times from the brain. No, why would I want to know that? That's what I was thinking when she started talking about it. But it was a total waste of time. It wasn't a total waste of time since I got this. I pulled out an envelope. What's that? Letter of recommendation. Can I see it? If you open it, the seal breaks, and I don't think they accept that, right? So she wrote on it and told me that the mail system would be okay, right? I'm gonna let her just sign it off. Huh? Well, this is just one letter. I think. Yeah, well, at least you got it through. Now let's hop on over to the DMV. That's a good place. Well, it's a terrible place, but still better than the damn Social Security office. She glances at her watch. Gosh, it's almost lunchtime already. Well, whatever, I guess. We just made it to get something done. We were out of the DMV by the time the initial testing was already up. Sorry I wasn't too happy with the video. I'll jump by again tomorrow. I got a small instruction manual so I can get it test lead. I had a learner's license before, but it was invalid now. I needed to come back tomorrow and get it tested again later. Take on permit again. You think I'll be able to get through the original routine, which the problems are ready to chuck it off. I realized while flipping a 30-hour training being lost how this was going to take out some work. For lunch, we stopped at this place in the movement. It looks like the Mystery Marionette was its name. I never heard of this place. I never my eyes glanced down the menu. I didn't even recognize half the names were written here. They sound foreign. So what do you want? I was kind of nervous, but I'll have what you're having. Oh, that's surprisingly sweet of you. I managed to hold my ignorance from great success. While we waited for our food, I was busy on my phone. Sorry I didn't take out hers and just watch me. So what did Natsuki say? Huh? You wanted the messenger, right? What'd she say? Oh, that. I haven't messaged her yet. It's like what you said. It's kind of awkward. So, were you looking for Yuri then? No, actually, I was looking for Mary's college exit rates. Oh, well, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get in. Well, yeah, I know I'll get in somewhere that our college is literally 100% acceptance rate, but oh, I see. Do you maybe want to take a gap year or something? I mean, stuff is happening so fast for you. I'm pushing it so you've barely woken up, huh? So you've reached out to the conclusion. No, I mean, yeah, it's been a lot of confusion. Honestly, I wasn't growing up without me. I mean, I had to take charge of my life one day. But it was just about the time. Senior prom, our graduation, and far more important times I would have had with my friends, and those things were not going to come back no matter what I did. The future was far less scary when I had hope for it. But there was a chance I would get back lost in time. My way, everything the world instance. Well, everything must be important. The thing is, I was thinking going somewhere close to where you want to go. Huh? You want to go to law school? Right? I mean, is there an undergraduate program where I can join? You don't need to make plans based on what I want. Are you okay with us living far away then? No, we don't need to live far away. I'm happy being here for you while you get your work done. I don't know what to say. You should put your own plans in Holton. You shouldn't put Holton. My greatest plan is to be with you. Yeah, well, I don't really care where I go as long as it's affordable. So if I can do my own thing, and you can do yours, that would be great. I wanted to see more, but then I fruit around. Sayori seems to let go, but she didn't give the name of the law school she was home before. We started to eat in silence. I have to say the food was not what I liked, but I kind of had to hide it was. I completely telling her that the river gave me side effects I've ever gone through. Plus, I didn't want Sayori to think I'm crazy or something. So anything else we need to get done for this? No, not really. Let's go home. As we get in, Sayori changed to something more comfortable. Initially, I sat down and the television with things you could do too. I didn't want to deal with it, so I went off to college. Or at least that's what I told Sayori. I was the most... yeah, yeah, it might be awkward, but I kind of felt like, who are you messaging? It's a rather simple message to let her know that I was cool and we used to be friends. I just wanted to let her know that I was fine. That's what I asked for. I then showed the message one more time to make sure it was okay. I kind of felt like I could have done better. I hit send, figuring out it would end up tuning it out. Felton? I was kind of surprised when Sayori wasn't in trouble. I got a call. Some teachers called in sick and they wanted me to just come just for tomorrow. I think we might need to delay you taking a government exam the day after. That's okay. More time to read, I guess. Yeah, sure. I spent more time working on the college application. It was an easy one, though. Without it, some work, I did not know how it worked. It occurred to me when I could ask Sayori what the problem was. She was too busy cooking downstairs and didn't want to disturb her. I tried my best to figure it out. Sayori had made pasta. This is really good. I know, it's my specialty. I almost asked whether or not to get out in school. Nothing, so she's eating with the restaurant. I guess maybe she thinks some things haven't changed. She didn't know if we were finished. Well, there's just now. Do you want to go back to the river? Sure. I tried to put the thing in my head I saw last night. We walked around in silence before my phone began to ring. Hey, do you recognize this number? No. Why are they video calling you? Let me see. I picked it up. I heard a familiar voice responding. Natsuki? Natsuki! Yeah, it's me. How's it going, Cole? I'm doing good. How about you? I just saw your message. I thought I messaged you back. Then I saw you. So I decided to tell you instead. Ah, Sayori whispered to me. Tell me you didn't message her. I did it earlier after lunch. Who is that with you? Oh, hi, Sayori. Hi, Natsuki. Long time, huh? Yeah, really long time. Anyway, I just got a call from the client right now, so I have to take this. But it was nice talking to you. I'll call you back later. Maybe I'll drop a message. The call disconnected. Honestly, seems so busy. Yeah, there's more times since first time. Hey, Sayori, what else can you tell me about the urban legend? Huh? Which legend? The one with the ghosted girl over the park? Oh, I just heard about you while working at a local fast food restaurant. I mean, I don't think it's real or anything. I don't know any more about it. Why are you asking? Just curious, that's all. As I gazed across the park, I saw nothing out of the ordinary. I wonder if I would figuratively. We pulled up to the house window. There's a rally alert knocking on the door. Oh, so I finally came, huh? You ordered something? Oh yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise. Come on, open it. So he goes to the pair of scissors and sends it to me. I opened the box and see they had a bicycle in it? Not surprised, I guess. You kind of tolerated your bicycle while rescuing me. Total, my bad. Trying to replace it. I didn't remember which model you had, so I got something a little closer. I didn't make it easy. It was quite difficult to find the door. I didn't say it out loud, of course. If anything, it was quite an improvement. I mean, thanks, but you really didn't have to. Yeah, but I feel bad. I feel like you won't be getting a permanent license for some time, so I thought it'd be helpful to get you to go somewhere. Well, she had a point there. And I didn't even get my permanent license. You only had a car. I kind of wanted to surprise you with this the day you got out of the hospital, but there's some problem we got to fix. Happy recovery, I guess. Yeah, thanks. So I thought it was in the right place. This was in Dr. Burnham was 14. It honestly made me feel like I was a little kid again. But right when I was trying my hardest, it looked to be more an adult. So do you want to take it out for a spin? Nah, it's too late. Maybe tomorrow. With everything that happened, I fell asleep rather quickly. I had a strange dream. Another dream? I found myself back at the river. There was no one else there. I approached the edge. Then I followed the face of a girl I did not recognize. Slowly she begins to sink down toward the bottom. I thrust my hand into the water and catch her, but she sinks to as fast as possible. Then I jumped into the water and catch her. But no matter how far she was always out of my reach. What? I wake up and turn the light on. Even now, the dream slipping out of my memory. I couldn't even remember the girl's face. I looked out the window, saw the sky was pitch black. Though it was hard, I drifted back to sleep. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. It's a good mod so far. I know it's just a demo. By the way, it's only a demo, so it's not the full game. But if you want to check out the game, the mod yourself, up in the link in the description down below. Thank you guys a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, show, check my social media down below. As always, thank you guys a lot for watching. I'll see you all in the future video. Take it easy.